AI, this AI thing is probably a fad. I think those people are going to get crushed. Whenever possible, don't think. If we used AI to replace all those programmers we fired.
Llewellyn Falco is a highly sought-after speaker at Agile conferences and organizes several of them. He is the creator of approvals tests and many other projects too numerous to list. What are the things that developers are going to be focusing on now with AI?
I've sort of seen two levels of AI. Well, there's really three levels of AI, but the one level is the people who are creating AI, right? Like chances are we're not talking to those people right now.
Yes.
Right? Like I'm not one of those people, right? But I get to talk to those people. And then the next level is how are you using AI? Mm-hmm. And then sort of the third level is people are like, this AI thing is probably a fad. Right? I think those people are going to get crushed in a very hard way. Most likely just because like probably they won't get like it's probably like the cloud with database where it wasn't like all the DBAs got fired, but it was like a lot of DBAs stopped getting hired.
Yeah.
Right. And then you either like eventually it was like, oh, I hate this job, I want to go somewhere else, and there wasn't somewhere else to go, or there was a layoff and you got hit sort of usually indirectly. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. But people like we still have DBAs and they still do stuff, but now it's like we have a couple DBAs that are handling large companies as opposed to, lots of DBAs that were handling individual projects. And so I think there's going to be a similar thing with AI. There's this meme, hey, have we used AI to replace all those programmers we fired? And they're like, no, but those programmers went and built a better product than us. And it's like,
Yes, I've seen that cartoon. And that reflects reality way more than AI taking over the world, in my opinion.
Right. So they have a bet on like when will be the first single person unicorn, like a single person company that's over $1 billion valuation.
Yes.
And I think that's, your ability to create things right now has really gone up. And it's not that it's easy, but it's much more doable. AI is amazing, and I love the way it's working, and it's been very interesting to like explore and play with it and learn what it's like to program.
Yes, indeed,
right?
Indeed.
But there's a similar parallel of like when you had just machine code and then you went to like assembly code and then you went to like C code, right? And where it was like, I don't want to be bogged down by the little details. I want to be able to think a slightly higher level up.
Yeah.
Right. And I think there's this like myth or idea that AI is going to make it so you don't have to think anymore, which I've not found to be the case.
No.
But it does allow me to think at higher levels.
Definitely. And that's what I want. I don't want to turn myself off. Why would I want to do that?
Yeah. I mean, I had this philosophy already with programming, which is like, whenever possible, don't think. Like, and that was one of the reasons to learn patterns. That's one of the reasons to learn unit testing. That's one of the reasons to learn your tooling, right? Like so much of my tooling allows me not to have to think at that level.
Don't like overthink yourself.
Yeah, maybe. Or just don't even think when I don't have to. Like if there's a tool that will do this for me, like let the tool do it so I can be thinking about the other thing, the higher level thing while I'm doing it.
Yes, but you're a person who has the intention. I think this is the difference. Like another person who doesn't know and saying, oh, I don't want to think, just going on automatic.
No, it's not at all. It's not that I'm not thinking. It's just I'm not thinking about the thing I used to think about.
Ah, yes,
right?
Yes,
like there's still interesting, challenging problems, hard problems. Oh, yes. Like that has never stopped.
Yes.
Right? They just change where they're at. Right? And what are the problems? We see this even oddly with like Kubernetes and stuff where it was like, when we just had machines, it's just, I don't know if you remember like ordering parts and like assembling servers, but like, oh my God, it's so annoying.
Sadly.
And then there was virtual machines, and you no longer had to like order the machine, but you still had to like get the machine together, and that machine was still very like pet-like, right? Like, because it took a lot of work. And then we got Docker, and then all of a sudden we had these very little things, and it was like, managing these, bringing them up, like how do you handle secrets? How do you get telemetry on like how these services are talking? So it's like the problem space kept changing.
Yes.
Right. But the older problems, the things we used to deal with, are just things we no longer deal with. Right. Like those are the things that it's not a problem. I don't have to figure out like where's a good place to buy a piece of hardware because I want to throw up a server. Like just create my Docker image, right? And now I don't have to worry about like, how do I scale my Docker images? I just give it to Kubernetes.
Think about how much more doable it is for 1 or 2 people over, you know, a 10,000 person company.
Yeah.
And that's where the real competition is going to be. That's where the real transformation, I believe. It's not AI, it's you.
Yeah.
Looking at this video, it's people like us who are going to do free market and do true higher value, and that's going to
create things that we just couldn't create before, or couldn't create without a lot of money that somebody had given us permission to use.
Well, thank you so much. It has been exciting to talk with you. Even if your goal isn't to be a unicorn, I know you don't want to get left behind. To write good code, or to get AI to write good code, we must first understand the virtues and qualities of good code. That's what I cover in this playlist. It's foundational, so check it out and I'll see you there.